This is an American Standard kitchen faucet, single handle. It was leaking, but the water was building up right in this area here and coming out underneath the handle. I already had replaced the two O-rings and rings, nylon rings in this section, so I knew that wasn't the problem. So the next thing to do is to look at the seals under the cartridge. There's 3 of them. So I already replaced the cartridge, but I wanted to show you this. There's 3 seals. And I almost replaced just the seals, but American Standard only sells the cartridge with the seals. And even though I could have gotten them from another manufacturer or dealer, just the rings, I decided to try the whole cartridge because this one has a fair amount of play in the handle mechanism, and I thought maybe the new one would be better, and sure enough there's no play in that, so I'm going to like that better. Now this was leaking only when the water was turned on, so that meant that the big ring was leaking, but you could have it leaking all the time if one of these small rings, which is the hot or cold water inlet, was leaking. So really all I needed was this big round ring, but that's the way it goes. It was only, I paid $10.50 for this, for the replacement whole assembly, which is probably what a plumber would do anyways, replace the whole thing. Now this, one thing about installing these is it's plastic, and you can over tighten the screws and mush these holes in the plastic, so just be careful of that. This one I tried over tightening a bit to see if I could get it to seal any better, and it didn't work. I also tried cleaning, the surfaces here and in there, and it just needed to be replaced. So there's the new one. It's installed. There's no water building up in there even when I turn it on. So now I'm ready to put the rest of the pieces back in. It's pretty simple. There's this trim piece that goes in here, and that's just loose like that. This goes on the arm there with the set screw in that slot, I'd say. Now in order to get to that, you're going to have this in the on position, so better to do it without the water on, but I already turned the water on to test it and watch what happens. Make sure everything was good. So, when you take this out too, you just loosen the set screw. You don't need to take it all the way out. And you definitely want to get the set screw started before you put it back together, because it's a lot easier to get it together. So we're going to put that on there. Slides right down. I'm going to have to turn it on a little bit to get this wrench in there, and we'll snug that up. Not super tight, and there you go. Nice and secure. I like that it's not wiggling around the way it was. So there you have it, American Standard, and it's good for another 10 years, I hope. 10, 15. Unfortunately, the leak caused a bit of corrosion around here, and I mentioned that to American Standard, and they said, "Oh, you show us your receipt," and well, we don't have a receipt, so you can't get anywhere without the receipt.